Good morning, everybody. This is Brian with Hollis Farms. On the road. It's actually nighttime right now, about 7:30. Been down on the coast, in the Ocean Springs area, watching some baseball. My stepson Presley, his high school team, playing in a little tournament down there on the Gulf Coast. They wrapped up today, and got a hold of our buddy Jeffrey Wood over at Swamp Boys Custom Turkey Calls. Told him I was going to be back through the area, and I kind of wanted to see maybe a good time to stop by and see him at his shop. He said it was a real good time, so we headed toward his shop. We've been using Jeffrey's calls for a couple of years now. I guess two seasons. I guess this will be the third season. Made some really good diaphragm calls. We got box calls, some really nice pot calls. I know Jason uses this stuff, and I think Jason did a video last year. Had a box full of stuff Jeffrey gave us, and Jason kind of went through a demonstration of all the calls. And I know we killed quite a few birds on camera last year. We were all using Swamp Boys Custom Calls, so we look forward to using those again this year and working with him. We're going to see if he's got anything new. Visit his shop, and maybe he can show us around. I'll talk more about it, maybe see if he wants to tell us a little bit about the history of what he's been doing and maybe where his calls are available. I know he's got them in a lot of little retail outlets all over Mississippi, I guess. So we'll let him speak to all of that. So be back here just shortly. We'll get to his shop and introduce y'all to it. All right, we at Swamp Boys Calls here with Jeffrey Wood. I'm gonna show you a quick rundown of all the calls he's got on his wall here. We're in Stringer, Mississippi. It's my first time to Stringer, Mississippi. Now I can say I've been here. I didn't really know where it was, to be honest with you. I had to look it up, and I was coming through Laurel, and we messaged on Facebook and decided it was a good time to come by. He's been out selling calls all day. Turkey season's 48 hours away? Yeah, 72 hours. I'm ready myself. I may not hear a bird, but I'm ready. Between the Swamp Boy calls and the Black River Precision shotguns, we ain't got no excuses. Turn you around and show you his calls here. We've got a good selection of pot calls here. You got everything from aluminum to crystal, two-phase, got a glass and a slate, ceramic, just a single slate. And one of my favorites, and Jason's already asked me about one of these. He said, get us one of them copper calls. So they got a good ring to them. And he's got the different strikers. Got some made from diamond wood, rosewood. Give you pot calls a different tone. And then, of course, the diaphragm calls, all kind of, I guess you got single, double, triple, all different cuts. Kind of have to just get the one you figure out that you can run, because every one of them sound different in everybody's mouth. You can check him out, swampboyscustomcalls.com. He's had a little trouble with his website. Something going on with Google. I don't know. I think he said he builds turkey calls. He doesn't know nothing about computers. But some people have said they had a little trouble when they try to get on his website, and he takes them to some kind of survey or something. Said if you'll just keep trying or go back a couple of times in your browser, it'll eventually get to the website. And I'm assuming you can buy all your stuff on the website. Yeah, okay. He's got everything on there. So I'm going to be quiet and turn the camera around and let Jeffrey run through his calls. He's got some deer hunting stuff. Skinning rack, that's a cool item. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. We'll give him a display of that too.
All right, how y'all doing? I'm Jeffrey Wood. We make Swamp Boy Custom Calls. We're going to run through some calls and show you a few of our items. Jason and some other guys use our products. This will be our small game skinner. You take this rack and put a squirrel or a small game's feet in here, skin him down, put his head in here and skin him on down and quarter him up. This is just a display rack. You can mount this on a 6x6 pole, or I got mine mounted on the receiver hitch in my truck. You can skin turkeys, ducks, any kind of small game. We'll go over some of our calls here. This is one of our deer grunts, walnut. Got a metal reeds in them, adjustable. Put it back together and this will be one of our dough blades, the hot nanny we call it. All right, and then we got a box call. This will be poplar box with a Purple Heart lid. These little strings is a neat little deal we do. You can shake it. It don't make any racket when you tote it in your vest. Tote it through the woods. Pull that down. Good little box call. This one, same style of box. It's just a walnut body with an ebony lid. Kind of got a little bit of a unique sound. Alright, and then we got a slate call. This will be a regular slate with a walnut pot. It's got our logo on the back, a Purple Heart striker. Good little call. This will be our crystal call with the red emblem in it. That's a good seller. This is a glass call with the green logo in it. Diamond wood striker. And then this one is what we call two-faced. Just got glass on the top. You got slate on the bottom. Early in the morning. Soft calling.
Yeah.
When he gets on the ground, just flip it over and good clear sound for early in the morning. This will be aluminum. Got a diamond wood striker. One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's got a good ring to it.
You don't have to do anything to this surface except hit your striker with a little Scotch-Brite. It's got a natural texture to it. You see my finger marks on it?
Yeah.
Like a real fine grit sandpaper.
Which one of those would you recommend? Which one's gonna handle moisture better? I know for any friction call, water gonna mess up. I know we had a ceramic. Yeah, that was the one we used.
And we make a little old striker that you can strike these calls in it when it's wet. But this is a ceramic.
Yeah, it's got a good ring.
Oh yeah, it'll ring out. This is some of our little scratch boxes we started making. Older man kind of showed me how to do these years ago, and this is kind of more of a hen sound. Old raspy hen.
You know, my dad's, he and Jason started turkey hunting together when Jason was a kid. They started at the same time, but that's, if you had to ask him what he would take with the woods to the woods with him, it'd be a scratch
I make one that's a little bit bigger. It's hard to really tell, but it's a little bit bigger. And I use this for a jake yelp. When you got a gobbler hung up with hens and he won't come to nothing else, he'll come and fight. He might not leave it for a hen, but he'll come fight another gobbler. Just a deeper tone is all it is. And kind of like the copper.
Yeah.
Got a little bit deeper sound to it. That's some of our calls. We also use Black River Precision. It's a gun Vic just done for me.
Yeah, y'all
got
remember.
My logo on it.
This is kind of the same color pattern Vic did for me. Swamp Boys logo there.
And like I said, this is a 20 gauge. Had just stock done to it and stuff. This is some of Vic's ammo. Very good stuff. If you want the best, that's what you want to get. Now this is a little pot, little per pot we call it. We started using.
What's that? That's a PVC cap?
Yeah,
PVC pipe?
I'm a machinist by trade, and I do some stuff to the inside of it, kind of hollow it out a little more with a lathe. Just sitting around a field late in the evening, clucking and purring and scratching the leaves. He can't stand it. Like I said, that's some of our calls. Check our website out.
We've got a lot of listeners, of course, I'm sure a lot through Mississippi. We've got them from all over. I know you can't name them all, but you in quite a few sporting goods stores, co-ops.
Yeah, a lot of co-ops and small stores. We're trying to get bigger, but it's just a work in progress. And hopefully this year we can get UPC codes on a lot of these products and try to move into some bigger stores. And that's the only way you get into them, get that UPC code. It's a growing business that I've been doing it for myself about 4.5, 5 years. Used to do a lot of stuff at Cabela's and Bass Pros with other call companies.
Right,
And,
right. I was going to ask you history. So you worked with some other folks before and then
Yeah.
started on your own.
Yeah.
That's good. And Jeffrey hit on something. That's one of the things that was interesting. He's been on his own for 4 or 5 years, making turkey calls, hustling these things out of his truck, trying to grow his business. And I can't imagine. I'm in the roofing business. All I know is I know I like good products when I find them. But one thing Jason and I have always tried to do is you can buy turkey calls. There's people from all over the country make turkey calls. But, like Vic down at Black River Precision and really like working with local folks. We're all fortunate we're born and raised in Mississippi and Alabama and have good places to hunt. We don't have to go nowhere to hunt a deer and a turkey. We got as good as anybody in the country. But that's one of the things Jason and I have talked about when we started out with the channel. And I think it's been a couple of years. I don't know if Jason hooked up with you through a friend, I think. Is that right? Yeah, through Jim.
Trained squirrel dogs for
Jim Buck Vaughn there at home. That's right. I remember now. We hooked up with Jeffrey. He let us use some of his calls, and we like them. And of course, there's plenty of calls out there. You can walk in a store and see 10 different brands, and that's all good. I hope everybody does good. We need the hunting industry to do good for all of us. But we hope y'all will try Swamp Boy stuff out. That's what we're going to be using. Season starts in just a few days. Me and Jason and my son Jake and my stepson Presley. He's senior in high school. He's not going to be getting to hunt a lot, but when he does, we'll be using Swamp Boy's calls. So make sure you've got Facebook.
Yeah.
All right.
Facebook.
Jeffrey's got a Facebook page, Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep, Instagram. Of course, we've got all that Hollis Farm stuff too. I tell you, we've noticed. I handle all the other social media stuff. Jason doesn't fool with it, but we've been able to run a lot of traffic toward our website through our social media. So that's an important thing. And I like
easy way to run your business.
Yeah, and I like pictures. I'm a picture guy. I don't have to read too much if I can help it. I can see a good picture, a good turkey picture, a good hunting picture. I'm gonna follow it. So
a little short video.
Yeah, a little short video. That's right. That's right.
A little introduction time.
That's right. But look, I got about a 3-hour drive home. I know Jeffrey's ready to go to bed. It's been late night. He's been hustling calls all day. But check him out at swampboyscustomcalls.com. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video. If you've got any questions, you can reach him through social media, through Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
If you don't have any of that stuff and you got a question for him, ask a question in the comments on this video. If I can't answer it, which I probably can't, if you want to know what's the best call for a certain situation or whatever, ask the question in the comments. I'll get an answer for you and get back to you. That's one way we can all work together, because we got people from all over the country asking. We got a lot of new hunters follow our channel, and we want to help them learn. We need new hunters. We need young people, old people, whatever, hunting nowadays. So.
Yeah.
Well, we will. I tell you, numbers are going down, and for a lot of reasons. But if we can make it easier for a guy to go out there and enjoy it, and maybe take his kids or take somebody else's kids, that's what we're about. So we're going to wrap up this video. I'm finna get in the road and head back home. We appreciate y'all watching. Check out Swamp Boys Custom Calls on the internet, Facebook, and Instagram. Ask us any questions you got. Order one of everything he's got and help him out. So we'll be back. Thank y'all for watching.